Hey guys, welcome back to Just Keep Skating. Today we are going to talk about the timing of an ollie. So getting the timing of an ollie is the foundation for all ollie-based tricks, which is a huge amount of them. Like every single thing I do is based off of the timing of an ollie. So there's not really any way I can actually teach you guys the muscle memory, but I can help break it down and maybe help you guys stop making some of the beginner mistakes that we get by the misinformation we give when people are teaching you how to ollie. So I think the main problem comes with how people describe how to do an ollie. So let's go over the typical description. Well, you kick down, slide your front foot up, and jump. So the reality is this all happens in one fluid motion, and it's not really step 1, 2, and 3. It's you jump while sliding up your foot. And it didn't make sense to me until someone asked the question, Ben, when you kick down, are you like forcing the tail all the way down to the ground? And I thought about it for a bit, and I realized, no, I'm not. Because when my tail hits the ground, my foot has already left the board. So take a look at this footage. So there's actually this little millisecond of time after I have jumped where my tail hits the ground and sort of snaps back off it. And you can see it in a lot of these clips. You can see that my foot, back foot, is already airborne as the board kind of goes like smack. So the tail snaps and you can feel the board come back and hit you in the foot a little bit. So that right there should give you a little bit of an idea of how quick of a snap it is when you're jumping down. Also, I don't usually have my foot on the end of the tail. It's usually closer to the back of the truck. So like, let's take another look. So I sort of have it right about here. Like I talked about in my last video, I'm always on the ball of my foot, and that last little snap right before it hits the ground is like, I mean, I might even have to take my shoe off to try and explain it. But that last little snap is actually done with your toes. So as I'm starting the ollie and I'm kicking down and sliding my foot up at the same time, there's this little motion that you actually do with your toes to get a really good ollie. And right about here, you're already jumping, but you kind of like snap it with your toes. So literally, I mean that, like the last part of your pop and ollie actually comes not just from in here, but it actually comes from your toes snapping like that. And the only way that your toes can actually effectively push down on the board is when all of your body weight has basically left the board already. So if you're kicking down and then sliding your foot up, basically all you're doing is you're always going to be planting your tail firmly on the ground, attempting to slide your foot up, and your board's not going to move because you got your body weight holding this thing down. So the timing of the ollie, the little slide up of the foot, and guys, it's not a huge slide. Like, we're not talking about bringing your foot from down here to here. Like, let's take a look at this ollie and see how little I actually slide my foot up. So I'm actually going to be like this. I don't have my foot way back here. It's actually pretty close to the bolts. And you can see it only slid from like right here to here. That's all it took. So the timing of the ollie, the kicking down with this foot and then springing your toes, and the sliding up of this foot has to happen at almost the exact same time. And the little nuances that make it work only can be learned by doing it over and over and over again until it's muscle memory. So I hope this video can help you guys figure out the nuances, like this whole talk about the timing of the ollie. It's this really quick motion that all happens at the same time. The slide up of the front foot is a lot less than you think it needs to be, and the kicking down is more of just a jump that's timed at exactly the same time as the foot sliding up. And then again, that last little bit of an ollie, like the real part that makes it work, I guarantee you, is that part where you're actually using your toes, where you're using your entire foot to like kick that tail, that last little bit of the tail, just like dunk. That's the timing. The timing, I swear, is in the back foot. So hopefully this helps. I found it really interesting when I was watching the footage because I had never thought about it, and I was reviewing the footage while I was making the Ollie video, and to see that my foot has actually left the board for that little microsecond right before the tail hits, and as the tail rebounds back up, I just found that super interesting to watch, and hopefully you guys find it useful. I'm not sure if you'll be able to put it into practice, but at least it's interesting to know. So thanks for watching Just Keep Skating. As always, if you want to get a good Ollie, if you want to learn how to skate, just keep skating. It's plain and simple. I can't make it any more simple than that. So, till the next one, you guys.